night, a carriage pulled up and two men jumped out to dig a large hole. Next, they removed a woman in a wedding dress from the carriage and buried her alive in the pit with her bouquet, shouting that she had dishonored her family. The thief ran home and told his wife, who made him return to rescue the woman, but by that time, she was dead. If there was ever an event that would cause a soul to remain and haunt a place, then it's this, and sure enough, visitors to the chateau often report seeing a mysterious woman, dressed in white, walking through the courtyard close to where she's believed to have been buried.
That sucks. So the Chateau de... Do you know?
Saison?
Okay, yeah, I don't do French.
Or it could be the Chateau de Tréquesson.
I would just say Chateau de
Tréquesson.
Tréquesson.
Yeah, oui.
So if you want to visit there, there's a dead bride who's trying to dig a way out the ground because she was buried alive. Sucks to be her.
Paranormal experts John and Lisa Bryan have investigating Pokey High for years. The most recent incident involving a mysterious figure roaming the halls doesn't surprise them.
Little dark shadow right there.
Several minutes of spooky time were captured on the school's security video. The Bryans say they have reviewed it, even slowed it down, but they can't explain what's happening.
Lots of lights flashing, just noises that don't make any sense.
I like how the woman worded it. 7 minutes of spooky time.
Spooky time!
It's spooky time at Pocatello High School.
At this exact moment, the camera I just set up minutes ago captures the shadow moving from left to right, or cell to cell.
That was one of the most disorienting videos I think I've ever watched in my life.
I liked the punch-ins,
right?
Because it just confirmed that there was nothing there to me. But it's also because I don't know if it's the reflection. I can't see this spirit going from cell to cell. But I've heard Eastern State Penitentiary is supposed to be incredibly haunted, but I don't trust this man's.
No, well, I don't trust music. I don't trust the way he's speaking. I don't trust his editing.
Moments ago, I just set up my camera and it captures this ghost going from cell to cell. They all talk like that. It's like, just talk normally. Why are you being weird?
Speak in a sentence. You like William Shatnering it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, your place for all things horror. I'm one of your hosts, Lucy McPhee.
And I'm Keegan Hughes.
And these are the scary places that actually exist.
Make sure you stick around to the end for some bloopers. They're gonna be funny.
For years, you can take a tour of the asylum today. Visitors have reported many supernatural happenings. People hear voices warning them to get out, while others have seen the apparitions of patients and Civil War soldiers alike. One ghost, named Ruth, is said to be a patient who met her untimely end at the asylum. Be wary of her, as she has been known to physically attack those who cross her path.
Ruth's scary. I don't like Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth seems a little too much for me.
I didn't like the 3 pictures in a row of her.
Those were honestly, like, for the era and circumstance in which they were taken, like, remarkably good photos.
She probably took them now.
Yeah, it's true. A little ghost selfie action.
Yeah, she's probably bored in the Allegheny lunatic asylum.
Teeming with these surly serpents. So much so, there are approximately 1 to 6 snakes for every meter. Never more than 3 feet away from death, scientists determine that the snake population is growing to such an extent that you can't walk 1 step without running into yet another predator. Luckily, the venom-packed pillagers are secluded on the island, and they can't swim.
Wow.
That was horrific.
That is a vacation destination.
You can't walk 1 step without seeing another snake. I'm not going to this place.
That's a lot of snakes. Like, that's like snake spaghetti right there.
We should send criminals to this island.
That would you'd get another Australia. Like, that's just how Australia started. They sent a bunch of criminals to an island full of deadly things, and now it's Australia.
I know.
44 feet high, 3,600 feet long, and 980 feet across. Ball's Pyramid is the world's largest volcanic stack. Lieutenant Henry Lidberg Ball reportedly discovered it in 1788. However, it wasn't until 1965 that somebody climbed to the top of Ball's Pyramid successfully. In 1982, a law was put in place that prevented people from scaling the jagged formation. 8 years later, they began allowing some people to ascend the pyramid under precise conditions. Ball's Pyramid has the only known population of wild Lord Howe Island stick insects left.
I like this called Bull's Pyramid.
Balls.
Like you could have, the shape of it, you could have called it a Shaft Pyramid, Shaft Island.
Shaft Island?
But Bull's Pyramid?
I mean, it was named after the guy whose last name was Ball.
Well, he should have thought of a different name when he was born.
Yeah.
Because we all pick our name.
It's true. Should have called it Cock Pyramid.
Whoa, that's really inappropriate. Don't use that language.
What language? English?
Is home to alien research. Many people believe that government workers at the base examine fallen alien spacecraft and other UFOs. They also think that extraterrestrial beings have been discovered and are being kept for further studies. Other theories include the development of weather-controlling equipment, technology for time travel and teleportation, and the creation of bizarre aircraft.
So this is Area 51?
I forgot, I don't know. I got distracted by what place we were looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they say what place it
I don't
was?
think they did. I think they just started with like a place with aliens in it.
So it's not real.
Might be.
Area 51 or just they're in space? I don't know.
Mark and John, all 6 of the family members had been shot whilst they slept. Butch soon became a suspect, and after questioning, he thought mafia hitman Louis Fellini was responsible for his family's death, and kept up this claim through many hours of questioning. Detectives kept Butch in the cells and returned to the house where they discovered boxes of .35 caliber ammunition in his room. It was an exact match to the bullets used to kill the family. Butch was arrested and charged with the killings.
I was actually just writing about the Amityville Horror today.
Yeah.
There's part of me that would love to visit the house. And then there's part of me that's like, no, Lucy.
It's
do you want to
sold,
live?
didn't it? Somebody
No.
bought it recently.
Really? Because
Yeah.
the last article I looked at still said it was on the market.
Oh, wow.
But maybe that was out of date. But yeah, what I saw was it'd been on the market since 2016 and it was going to sell for $850,000. But then they reduced it, I think, to like $600,000 because no one wanted to buy it for obvious
fair.
reasons. I mean, no one wants to live in a house where mass murder took place. And then the Lutz family moved in and they were there for a month because the spirits forced them out.
Yeah.
So this is how we're starting off our journey. Before we can see this place, we have to go pay our dues and respects and give our candy to the girl. No way.
It's the shrine for the girl.
You gotta be kidding me. This freaking scary basement. And this is where the girl died, and here's her shrine. Oh! Oh, he scared me.
Well, again, this is another one where they did not explain where they are. I would love to know, but I would not want to go. It's like they went through some kind of tunnel system, and then a girl died in the tunnel system, and they've got a shrine for her. And you give her candy to pay respect?
That would be a good way. I think any little girl would be happy to take candy from strangers.
I think I think that's totally against everything we've been told in
But
life.
once you're a ghost, does it really matter?
1 o'clock in the afternoon, while he was gathering branches for the fire, he heard his friend calling for him to return fast, to see something in the sky. Once he arrived in the round meadow, he saw a large round silver object, moving slowly, without making a single sound. Being amazed, he reached for the camera and took a few shots. The UFO started to flash very brightly and to twist in the air.
Spooky indeed. I really wish you would say the place we're at,
It's a mysterious meadow.
where you can see UFOs.
I think you can only see one UFO.
One UFO, and you're gonna get sucked up, and you're gonna get probed, and then you're gonna get sucked back down. A crater that's just burning for eternity.
Gateway to hell. That's the lake of fire. That's it.
Oh, bless. I would love to go.
That's where all the sinners go. Just dunk them in.
Put me there.
Burn off all their skin till they're just charred bone, you know?
That's the dream.
Near her lay a doll, which he picked up and hung on a tree as a sign of respect. Soon after this, he began hearing whispers and footsteps rustling through the trees. To him, this could only mean one thing: spirits. To appease them, he began collecting and hanging more and more dolls across the island.
creepy stuff. I would love to go to the Island of Dolls.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be down for any location but that one.
This is the only one on the list I want to go to, as well as Ball's Pyramid.
You don't want you want to see the sick bugs?
No, I'll be on the mountain. They won't even see me. I'll be up Ball. I'll be up the balls. Like, imagine that level of insanity that you reach when you're just, or I guess it's loneliness.
Really
when
and truly.
Yeah, when you're like, I don't like any of these 26 other people in my town, therefore I'm going to create some dolls, put them around the town, they're going to be my friends. I'll go on my daily walk, see the dolls.
Yeah, she makes more dolls. She brings people in to do doll making workshops to add to the village.
That's
you know
amazing.
what it is? It's like, this is kind of like, yeah, it's like truly like a loneliness, like a coming to terms with mortality thing, because she left her village and then came back and it had shrunk by a lot, like a lot of people that she knew were dead. So she
Yeah.
was like, man, I miss these people. I'm gonna make these dolls like that are them doing what they would do. And then she just kept doing it.
Well guys, there we have it. Thanks for tuning into this video. I've been one of your hosts, Lucy McPhee.
I'm Keegan Hughes.
And stick around for bloopers. They're coming up right now.
I've got some good news for you, Lucy.
What's the good news?
I had a bagel.
That's not often good news. That's like scary news.
Scary.
It's like you've walked into the room and it's like, Lucy, I've got a gun.
On her wedding day too.
Well,
they
she
waited.
did something wrong. They said she did something bad.
I bet you traditions back then were so strange and so like hardcore. I bet you it was something like she cut the cake with like her left hand instead of her right or something. And they're like, you
Honestly,
dishonored us. Buried alive.
Even just
buried
being
alive.
a woman during
just
that
being
time.
a woman.
Oh,
Right?
you're a woman? Buried alive.
Could you imagine being a woman? Oh, imagine how much harder your life would be. God, that would be really difficult.
Oh, I can stand next to Donald Trump. Alright.
I'm showing that like I'm empathizing.
Yeah, you definitely sound empathetic for sure.
I'm being bombastically empathetic.
Oh, don't toss bombastically around like that. You can't just throw bombastic into a sentence.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you did.
I just did.
But I'll bury you for that.
You'll bury me in a white dress on my wedding day?
Exactly.
Can you imagine going to this high school and knowing that like they just regularly have like paranormal investigators in to see like what kind of like nonsense was happening today?
I'd love that. I would love to go to that school.
You're in English class and you see people walking around with like EMF readers, you know, and you're like, oh, another phantom. Great. I guess they're gonna cancel the dance now.
That's exactly what they care about the most, the dance.
In this moment, I saw a ghost going from cell to cell.
Exactly. You should do those videos. Oh, actually, that's what you do here. That's the whole point.
Did you see those stick bugs though?
That was horrific.
That is, so it's equal parts like a dangerous climbing surface, a volcano, and giant stick bug sanctuary.
I ain't going to any of these places. I like to stay where I am inside at all times. I don't want to go anywhere where there's creatures that, like, I don't like when things are big.
Interesting.
Oh, only in particular circumstances. But in the case of insects, no, smaller the better.